Well, I moved back to the Spokane area about 2 months ago after retiring about 8 years ago. And by chance, I had realized that I had lost contact with the mechanical folks that I used in the past. So when my brakes appeared to be getting spongy, and the idiot light would come on every now and then about 3 weeks ago. So I asked a fellow who I'd bought tires from that I trusted if he could give me a couple of recommendations. One of them was Shop A and the other was Golden Rule. Because Shop A was closer to where I was living, I went there first, and we talked about what was going on, and they suggested it might be the parking brake cable. And that was going to be fairly inexpensive, so I thought, okay, but they wanted to inspect them anyway, and so a couple of days later I brought them back, brought the vehicle back, and I was presented with a quote and a list of things to be done almost to the tune, over $900 worth of work. So that didn't sit too well with me because I am retired and on a fixed income. So I waited. I told them I'd think about it for a couple of days. In the meantime, I managed to slip into the Golden Rule shop up on Francis. They had an opening just then, and I presented them. I recalled the list of parts and labor and time and everything, and they were going to even beat that if they did the exact same thing as Shop A by over $100. So I said, well, let's go ahead and do that. I lucked out again because someone had canceled that same day, that same afternoon, so I was able to slip in. And they told me it would take an hour and a half, 2 hours, which was also going to be half the time that the other shop said. So I took off for a couple hours, coming back thinking I'd be spending some money, but not a lot, and was jokingly presented with a bill for $378. So I was ecstatic. I couldn't believe it. And I'm here today to tell this story and let folks know that we're talking about a very trustworthy, very honest shop. And if you need work, I would say go there. I would even go there should I need work again or other mechanical work for a recommendation. That was the other thing. Yeah, I did skip that. Thank you. At one point, when I went over the list with the folks up at Golden Rule, they were a little skeptical about calipers, which apparently is a part that is overzealously replaced by a lot of shops, not just here, but across the nation. And so, just before they took over and took the vehicle into the bay, they said, if we don't need this, we're not going to do it. And I said, well, that would be even better yet. And as it turned out, I didn't. Nor did I need rear brake shoes, which had been misdiagnosed by the other place as well. That's why I saved over 60% with Golden Rule.
It's the place where